In today's news, 2,499 public officers' salaries converted. Government rolls out online appointment system. Wheatley warns about sharing tragic scene events. All about NYAMMIN, we have the details. Lions Club of Tortola's Vision 24 takes center stage. Competitive softball to return to schools. And the Leo Club donates $3,000 to the BVI Athletics Association. We, of course, take a look at CARICOM weighing in on the Israel-Iran tensions. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more Fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Monday, April 15th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Monday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, all public officers have officially transitioned to the new salary structure, marking a pivotal movement in the territory's commitment to equitable compensation and professional development. The Department of Human Resources confirmed this achievement on Friday, announcing that some 2,499 public officers had been successfully converted ahead of the March 31st deadline. This conversion process follows the comprehensive compensation review and job classification report conducted by consultants PricewaterhouseCoopers in October of 2023, which was subsequently submitted to Cabinet on November 8, 2023. Deputy Governor of the Virgin Islands, David D. Archer, hailed the completion of the conversion as a testament to the BVI's dedication to its public servants. He emphasized that the new salary structure ensures that all public officers now earn a wage above the living wage within the territory, underscoring the government's commitment to fair and competitive compensation. Looking ahead, the Office of the Deputy Governor unveiled plans to implement a new allowance and benefits schedule for the public service starting April 15th. This initiative, viewers, according to the department, aims to streamline the allocation of additional compensation for eligible public officers, further enhancing their overall remuneration package. Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Deputy Governor, Mrs. Charlene Dabrioletsum, commended the concerted efforts of the Department of Human Resources and HR teams across the public service in achieving this milestone on schedule. She highlighted the collaborative endeavor between government stakeholders and PricewaterhouseCoopers, emphasizing the collective commitment to modernizing the public service. Approximately $10 million was allocated by the government within the 2024 budget to facilitate the implementation of the new public service salary structure. PricewaterhouseCoopers International Limited was awarded the contract valued at some $302,000 in October of 2022 to conduct the compensation review and the job classification for the public service. More than 20 government departments have updated their systems to provide online services, empowering residents to conveniently book appointments for various services from the comfort of their homes. The Office of the Deputy Governor confirmed this transformation development, highlighting the convenience and efficiency it brings to residents. Through the government appointment platform, appointments.gov.vg, Individuals can now easily schedule appointments with a range of departments, including the Civil Registry and Passport Office, the Department of Motor Vehicles, the Social Development Department and the Land Registry, and the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. They said, and I quote, "The appointment platform allows users to select their desired island, department, and services, and prompts them to provide contact information where a confirmation of their appointment will be sent when booking is completed. The approximate length of time for each service will be displayed, and users will be able to view open appointment times for each working day and select the time that is the most convenient for their schedule." Customer Service Manager Abara Brown, while noting that the website poses other features in addition to booking appointments, said it will act as a one-stop shop for all government services. According to Public Service Transformation Manager Mrs. Kashan Cupid Brathwaite, the online appointment system is not just a leap forward in customer service, but also a significant step in digital transformation, both which are priority areas under the Public Service Transformation Program. Cupid Brathwaite emphasized that the aim of these advancements is to make the customer service experience accessible to all through technology, resulting in a streamlined process and greater efficiency in front-facing government departments. Individuals seeking assistance with navigating the appointment platform can contact the Customer Service Care Center via telephone number 468-3701 or via WhatsApp at 468-9760 or email customerservice@gov.vg. Alternatively, they can visit the Customer Service Care Center in the Birmingham building in Road Town. Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, has urged the public to exercise greater sensitivity when it comes to sharing graphic images and videos of tragic incidents on social media.
This practice that I've seen in the BVI, where there's an accident, and you go to the accident and you start recording it live. I don't know where that ever came from, but I think something we need to just not do.
Wheatley's call comes in the wake of a recent drowning incident in Virgin Gorda, where videos capturing the tragic scene circulated online. Wheatley stressed that such imagery had the potential to cause further anguish to the victims' loved ones. The minister emphasized the need for empathy and discretion when sensitive visuals are involved and noted that widespread sharing of such materials can deeply cause trauma to these families.
Sometimes these people out there, their relatives are away overseas and are seeing you here live, and they're wondering what's going on. Is he dead? Is he alive? It did happen when a little girl drowned. Like I saw it on some Facebook thing, a live thing. No, you can't do that. We should be a little more sensitive to the relatives of these persons who may not be around and hearing rumors and this and that, and here you are live. That's not the way you break bad with somebody, by seeing it live on Facebook. Some person need a chance to kind of think how to even approach a relative to tell them, well, you know, your son or your daughter or your mother got injured, but they're okay, or that they haven't survived or something. You should be I'm asking persons to be a little more sympathetic to families. I know you want to break the news, but be a little more considerate that the trauma you cause and the confusion you cause in people's lives when you do that.
Wheatley's sentiments echo previous advisories from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force discouraging the recording and dissemination of visuals from emergency scenes with lifeless victims. In a statement, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force expressed regret over, and I quote, "the distress and concern these visuals may have caused within the community," while reaffirming efforts to prevent such practices and urging the public cooperation. As the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force noted, law enforcement prioritizes, and I quote, "life preservation, securing areas, and conducting thorough investigations, which can be jeopardized by uncooperative bystanders at critical incident scenes." Social media has enabled information and content to spread rapidly, often before appropriate guardrails are in place, as camera phones have become, of course, the mode of use, and the risk of exploiting private tragedies for online engagement or spectacle have escalated. Minister Wheatley called and, of course, reminding residents to hit pause before blindly sharing such material. Viewers, up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry.
Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby. I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know, I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Continuing on, the team behind NYAMMIN recently caught up with 284 Media's Jaka Wooding to discuss their business on the heels of their most recent product launch, a rum cake made with Ardell rum from the Colwood Rum Factory in the Virgin Islands. Here's a look at their discussion, which included how their decision to open a business was prompted by a challenge from their father. Take a look.
Our dad, who is a successful businessman and entrepreneur in his own right, he challenged Chanel and I to come up with a business model. Like, I think it was the beginning of 2019. So me being a lover of food and going to different restaurants and experiencing, different food experiences, I came across this concept of a supper club. And that was the idea that I brought to Chanel. And when I brought it to her, she was like, okay, let's see if this is something that has legs. So we did a bit of research, and I guess our niche was wanting to look into Caribbean supper clubs. And looking into that, we found that there weren't a whole lot of them, and the few that we did find, it was on like the bigger Caribbean islands. And then we decided, we want to highlight the lesser known or smaller Caribbean islands and like showcase the cuisine and culture of those. So we set out to do that, and we did islands such as Tortola, BVI, of course. We did Trinidad and Tobago. We did St. Kitts and Nevis and Barbados, and it was a hit. It was incredible, went greater than we thought we ever thought it would go. And then the pandemic hit in 2020, and we were back down to zero. But we were like, coming off the strength of that great idea, we were like, okay, how can we pivot?
So this is the box, and then this is the specific side for the BVI. So we have the hibiscus, we have it's made in the BVI, we have the beat scene, and then we have the yacht as well.
Viewers, the full interview will be available on all 284 Media platforms later this week. The Lions Club of Tortola presents Vision 24, an initiative geared at providing the most vulnerable in the BVI with eye care. The theme is Serving Our Legacy, Shaping Our Future. Recently, President Daffodil Sampson and past line President Marvin Grant spoke about the initiative and its importance to the community.
Vision 24 is a project we are aiming to screen at least 2,500 persons, elderly persons, children, our vulnerable population, and persons who might be considered to be in need. Vision have been a cause that Lions around the world has been championing since 1917. We were tasked by Helen Keller to be Knights of the Blind. And since then, we have been executing programs around the world, trying to assist persons who need vision care, whether it's through surgeries, providing glasses, providing free eye screenings, because we know that the cost can add up. So Lions Club of Tortola have been screening children in primary schools for decades. We've been in existence for 52 years, and vision has been one of our major causes here on Tortola. We're just taking it a little bit step forward or further, this with Vision 24, where we're going to screen a mass population and we're going to provide free eyeglasses to persons who might need glasses, and anyone that needs further intervention, we will refer them to an ophthalmologist.
Line President Daffodil also shared information on the registration process.
We have partnered because, in nonprofit organizations like ours, we cannot do anything alone. So we've partnered with WHATLEY International. So their Ohio arm, WHATLEY Ohio, they will be sending 14 optometrists and assistants to the British Virgin Islands. These are certified optometrists. They own their own practices. They are volunteers with the organization, and they'll be volunteering their time and paying their own airfare to travel into the BVI. They'll be providing free eyeglasses, free shades. They'll be bringing their own equipment and their own eye drops and things that they'll need for screening. And we've also partnered with Unite BVI here on the ground to take care of all of the underground expenses for the team while they're here, providing accommodation, meals, and things like that. And also with Recreational Trust to use the multipurpose sports complex to execute these screenings. So we'll be set up at the multipurpose sports complex from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day from Monday, April 22nd through to Friday, April 26th. And we'll be screening persons and also prescribing glasses.
Additionally, she stressed the importance of parents filling out the consent forms.
It's important to note here that in order for us to screen any child, the parent needs to submit a consent form. We've been partnering with Ministry of Education. They've been supporting the project from inception, and we've been in communication with the schools. We've pre-screened over 2,000 children within the primary and secondary schools within the BVI, private and public. And we've identified at least 1,000 children that would need to see the optometrist for further examination to determine what the vision impairment are, because we use charts to pre-screen and the children cannot see the lines on the chart that they need to see. And we know that if you cannot see at that short distance, you can't see the board in school. It impairs your learning. So we are trying to find a way to help persons who are in need. We're trying to ensure that we're able to provide a service, not just screening, because our impact so far has been limited. We can provide the free screenings. We've worked with Tortola Vision in the past to provide free screenings in the primary schools, but our resources have been limited up to now as to how we can actually help the children that we've identified that need further eyeglasses, because you're wearing eyeglasses, so you know that is not cheap.
Brother Marvin and I, we know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. So we've been limited in our resources so far in order to how many children we can provide eyeglasses for, how many persons we can assist with surgeries. So now we have the partnerships that we need in order to take it that step forward, to not just to screen you and tell you have a problem, but also to provide a solution that when you leave the center, you actually you can walk out wearing your eyeglasses and actually being able to see and perform in school. And our elderly population, they'll have access to that same service as well. And those persons who are identified as being in need, who may not otherwise be able to afford the services that we're offering.
For the full interview, visit all Tweet4 media platforms. Up next, viewers, we have more on the local and regional scene.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of it. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of winter flu right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Competitive softball is set to reclaim its place across the secondary schools in the Virgin Islands, with plans still already underway to extend the initiative to primary schools in the near future. This announcement came as a beacon of hope during the grand opening ceremony of the 2024 Raymond Mahasa Mercer and Kathleen Foy National Fast Pitch League. Honorable Sharibi de Castro, the Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, stood at the forefront of this monumentous occasion, emphasizing the importance of strategic partnerships with youth-centric programs in revitalizing softball in the territory. In a stirring address, Minister de Castro underscored the collaborative efforts between the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports and the Virgin Islands Softball Baseball Association. Together, she said they aim to breathe new life into the sport by nurturing talent from grassroots levels upward, ensuring a steady pipeline of skilled athletes for regional and international competitions.
Also, I want to ensure that I really big up Diamonds and the other Little League individuals who are really seeking to revive the sport on that level. We've been having some discussions as the ministry and department with federations and associations, and I'm excited to confirm that in the Trinity term, which is coming up very soon, through the partnership with the Virgin Islands Baseball and Softball Association, we're going to be introducing inter-house softball, baseball on the secondary level in the schools across the territory, and we're really looking forward to that. We're also introducing it on the primary level very soon and looking to have inter-primary as well. And it's through these type of partnerships with the VIPSA that we'll be able to really, through the time that the young people spend in school, really develop the sport on a national level.
The minister's unwavering dedication to youth empowerment through sports was palatable as she reiterated her ministry's unwavering commitment to fostering holistic development in the territory. Highlighting tangible progress, Minister de Castro revealed a significant uptake in government funding towards sports, with a notable increase of $1.4 million since 2024.
And I really want to congratulate VIPSA. I look forward to partnering with you guys even more seriously in the future. The ministry has supported the national team, but even more so in terms of advancing the sport, we're very keen on doing so. And I want to assure persons that from a government perspective, with the support of the Premier and the entire team, we're seeking to show up our commitment to youth and sports development in the territory. I mean, over the last 2 years alone, we've seen the budget for the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports tripled from almost $600,000 in 2022 to now about $2.1 million in 2024. And so we're serious about sports, we're serious about youth development, and our position is that we have to not just try to do it in the department, because we really have a very limited staff, but we want to partner with the associations and federations who do it every day, who are the experts in the sport, so that they can assist us in delivering our mandate for sports development.
The sports minister assured stakeholders that further details regarding the initiatives will be forthcoming. The announcement of the Softball Revival Initiative holds a special significance as it marks the first time the competitive sport will grace school grounds since 2017. This return marks a fitting tribute to the late Terrence Shinnery, who spearheaded the sports development during his tenure at the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. And on the realm of sports, in a gesture of generosity and community support, the nonprofit organization Leo Club of Tortola donated a substantial sum of $3,000 to the BVI Athletics Association for the enhancement of their injury care program. This donation comes as a significant boost to the association's efforts to improve the rehabilitative efforts it already exists and facilities and services for injured athletes that is continuously needed. The generous donation was made possible through the proceeds raised during the successful Pajama Jam event held on February 24th. Members and supporters of the Leo Club came together to organize and execute a memorable evening filled with fun activities, all in the spirit of giving back to the community. On March 25th, the representatives from the Leo Club of Tortola presented the donation to the BVI Athletics Association, expressing their commitment to supporting the local sporting community and promoting the well-being of athletes. The funds will be used to enhance the injury care program, ensuring that athletes receive the highest quality of care and rehabilitation services when needed. This collaborative effort between the Leo Club and the BVI Athletics Association exemplifies the power of community engagement and philanthropy in making positive impact on the lives of our athletes and sports enthusiasts. It also serves viewers as a reminder of the importance of supporting local organizations that play a vital role in promoting health, wellness, and sportsmanship within the community. And on the regional scene, the Caribbean community has issued an urgent call for the immediate ceasing of hostiles between Israel and Iran, as recent military confrontations between the two nations raise alarming risks of a wider regional conflict. In a statement, CARICOM's Council of Foreign and Community Relations voiced grave concerns over the escalating violence, including Israel's disproportionate response in Gaza following a Hamas attack, as well as the new dimension of direct Israel-Iran clashes. They said, and I quote, "These developments not only exaggerate the already tension which looms, but also pose significant threats to regional stability and international peace. The spiraling cycle of retaliation has turned the situation untenable, with potential trigger greater regional turmoil." CARICOM emphasized that tragic human toll includes deaths and injuries to children. They deemed this as an immediate and empathic response from the global community to prevent further suffering and instability. As such, they are urgently calling for an immediate halt to hostiles between Israel and Iran. They said, and I quote, "We strongly urge both nations to halt any further military actions that could worsen the situation, endangering not only their own populations but also the broader international community." The organization also urged the 5 permanent veto-wielding members of the UN Security Council to work diligently toward an immediate ceasefire while ensuring humanitarian aid reaches those in need and fostering conditions for lasting peace. Crucially, they called for all involved parties to re-engage in diplomatic dialogue, prioritizing peaceful resolutions and cooperation over military actions. They also reaffirmed its principles of justice and peace. They said, and I quote, "CARICOM stands ready to support efforts towards escalation and the establishment of a durable peace within the region." The statement concluded with a plea, and I quote, "We implore all parties to consider the severe consequences of further conflict and to commit to diplomatic solutions and to ensure the safety, sovereignty, and dignity of all people involved." Tensions in the Middle East have escalated dangerously after Iran launched a barrage of over 300 missiles and drones targeting Israel over the weekend. The massive strike represents Iran's first direct attack on its regional rival from Iran's soil. According to Israeli officials, the bulk of the Iran weapons were successfully intercepted by Israel's air defense in coordination with the United States and other allies. However, a few Iran ballistic missiles managed to penetrate the multi-layered defense, severely injuring a 7-year-old Israeli girl and causing some damage to a military base in southern Israel. The Iran attack was stated as a retaliation for airstrike earlier this month on Iran's consul, of course, in Syria, which killed 7 Iran military officials, including 2 generals. Israel has not officially confirmed its role. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at Tweet4Media and tweet4media.com. Of course, on Facebook at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI, on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Monday. Goodbye.